Hey, Marco. Let me know if you can hear me or not. Nice sticker at the top. All right, I'm trying to pull up another device here so I can keep up with the chat. We've got an unboxing to do here. We've got Marco and TKE. Thanks for being here, TKE. I had to do a little modification of my camera mount. This is the first time I've done a vertical since changing it over, and it's not quite. I didn't quite think that one through for a vertical. Paul Mills, thanks for being here, man. Jason Beecher, thank you for being here. We'll go ahead and put that knife out as our unboxing knife. TK, ping Eddie, because I think he was trying to get me to go live. Paul Mills, thanks for being here, man. I think I may have already said that, but thanks again. You've Neil McKenzie, thanks for being here. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day. This is absolutely the worst how to fix shingles on your house video, and I'm proud to say that it's the worst. It's an absolutely horrible how to fix shingles, because my how to fix shingles would be call the roofing guy. I don't have a third Vulcan. This is only the second one. Kathleen Smith, thanks for being here. Do appreciate it. And this, pretty excited about this one. I was waiting for it to get here, and it was taking a minute to get here. But actually, it was originally scheduled to be here tomorrow, so I actually got here a day early, which is kind of impressive. Jason, I'm not scared of heights. I'm scared of hitting the ground. And my roof is fairly steep. I do ham radio as well, and have an antenna up there, and I have a tether line set up to when I do have to go on the roof, but it's not a whole lot of fun either way. My brother's a firefighter, and that's been his career path for his entire life, and he came over, climbed up on my roof to help clean the chimney one time, and said, "Nope, never again." So I don't do roofs. Level on up. Thanks for being here, man. This is a little bit different. I'm not used to doing these verticals. I think I've done maybe one before. So, and this is kind of an impromptu one. So I appreciate you guys and ladies coming by and hanging out for a minute to open up this. I'm just trying to give it a minute to for folks to see notifications and come on, and man, this is crazy. I did not figure there would be 12 people in here after just a few minutes. TKE, I don't know that I can go on an hour or more with this. People will get bored and drop off if I don't get this thing open pretty quickly, I think. That's kind of what I was trying to do. I think I'm I'm just a few hours off of getting enough watch hours to be monetized. So very, very close. TKA could probably make it 3 hours easy, and he'd probably have lots of interesting stuff to do. And I don't think my fly is undone. Thank you, TKE. That is a vest, because I'm an old person wearing a vest. Let's see what we got here. Jason, you were just joking. You're actually not scared of heights. Wait a minute, Jason. Are you the you actually do roofing, don't you? TK, you have the gift of gab, man. You can talk the fly off of a wall, probably. Oh, okay. I saw someone in a live the other day saying that they did roofing for a living, and being a dairy farmer is cool as well. I grew up on a cattle farm, not dairy, but a cattle farm. All right, TK, thanks and I appreciate it. And Jason, that means you'll be getting in bed pretty soon, doesn't it? So I should go ahead and open it now while TKE's gone, right? Oh, he's still here. TKE says I have to climb 280 foot tomorrow at work. Nah, I'm good with that. I'm okay with being up in a tree stand about 15 or 20 foot, but 280, yeah, you don't bounce at that height. And absolutely be careful with that, as Level On Up says. All right, good. I'll try to make sure that we're done by then, Jason. Absolutely. I don't think it's going to be that long of a live. But you're up. You're up with the cows. And if you weren't there on time, they'd probably let you know about it, I would assume. There would be some bellowing going on, saying, "Get out here and milk us." All right, so let's go ahead and start making some slices here in this box. All right. Are y'all good with that? Waiting a few more minutes before we do this. I'll slide this off to the side and put some knives out. That's actually, this is what I've carried today. It seems like my carry is what my carry's been for the past few weeks. What's the tracking number for your custom knife? And I can't see it because the little heart thing's in the way on the tablet. Custom knife holders. Hang on just a second. All right, TKE. Got a little something there. So, I've got the knife stands. Let's talk about some cookies, lemon bars specifically, and Paul Mills and I think Level On Up. This is a Vulcan custom that he did as a kind of a test for flipper as well as the reverse hole, and he said that he calls it a quirky knife. He made it with the finger guard like he does on some of his fixed blades. But what I found is you can actually put your finger over here, and while that flipper is the flipper is very prominent, it actually works really well. He told me that that he would take that off if I wanted him to, but so far I've decided just to leave it on. Hey, Brown Sugar, thanks for being here. And that flipper is crazy, but the action on this knife is, I mean, this is a crossbar lock. It's pretty cool. But the other one's not a the one that's in the box is not a crossbar lock, and it doesn't have a flipper either, I don't believe. Jason. Well, I'm sorry I messed you up, Jason. I actually brought them in here and showed them. Morial, the second one here is this is the Vostede Porcupine. It's a top liner lock, as you can see right there, with a button to disengage the liner lock. And I like it. It's comfortable in hand. It's a good size. Action is really good. G10. I decided not to get the micarta. I'd heard some complaints about the micarta, so I went with the G10. Let's see. Real like Santa. Dragoon, we got some. We received some packages or several of us received some packages with some cookies in them at Christmas, and the box that I got, my wife got into the lemon bars before I could get a hold of them, and I hear they're really good. So I'm bartering with TKE a little bit. Henry G, thanks for being here. I don't think I've said hello to you. And let's see. Hey, Dwayne Letterman, thanks for being here, man. We're just chatting for a minute, letting some folks get in here, and then we're going to go ahead and do this unboxing. And then we can hang out for a little while if y'all want to. Mind of Milton, thanks for being here, man. Level On Up, you saying this one's a cross between a Morial, a Rosie, and a Bug Out. Funny you say that. I thought it had some similar lines to a Rosie as well. And I've actually got a Morial here as well. So there's there it is with the Morial. And I think there's a Bug Out here too. I must have. I think I put it in the vehicle because I thought I was going to take the Bug Out back to its rightful owner. Because I'd had it even longer than I kept Eddie's knives. So let's see. Mind of Milton, if I didn't say hello to you, thanks for being here. And thank y'all for the for hitting that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. That's a good question, Mind of Milton. Hey, Fred the Log. Thanks for being here, man. Mallory, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. Saw Dylan in another a fun live a week or so ago, which turned into a very interesting back and forth session with Dylan answering questions. So it was really cool. Dragoon, you talking about this one here, or did I miss what you're talking about? I was kind of iffy on this one as well, but I'm glad I went ahead and got one. The name of the Vulcan that we're unboxing, we're gonna find out here shortly when I open it up, because I have I don't know what it's called. I think it's a button lock though, or it's supposed to be a button lock. We're gonna find out here shortly. We've got 28 in here. Seriously, you guys rock. Appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and get these off the table. This is the American Blade Works Model 1. I did some anodization on it yesterday on the regular live, not the surprise live. This is a Curtis F3 medium warning. Hey, Mr. Eddie, thanks for being here, man. This, of course, is the Miguron Morial. And this is the Vasti Porcupine. Porcupine's got lots of jimping on it, all along the back spacer here. Okay, come on, camera. Along the edge of the blade there, top of the blade there, even some here, as well as here on the finger choil, and also back here as well. So lots of jimping on that one. All right. Mr. Eddie says, I want a Tucson. I think I know which one he's talking about. We'll talk about it, Mr. Eddie. Great, Scott. Thanks for being here, Scotty. Mind of Milton says, I want to plunk it. TK says he wants an Ozark. I've got one of those around here somewhere. And not a bad little knife to have as a user. Mr. Eddie says, Milton, you can have it. So y'all have to talk about that one. The Plunkett is very nice. That one kind of surprised me. It's a very cool. And y'all hit that, double tap the screen if you would, if you're watching it on a phone. All right. Let's find my knife here. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this. You guys have been here a few minutes. Really appreciate everyone that's come to the live, and I can't thank y'all enough for doing so. Jason Beecher, Mr. Eddie's Mr. Eddie 411. And there's Milton with a nice link for it. All right, let's see what we've got here. We've got I had an envelope here with a Another one of the stickers. And the cool card that tells you about the knife. This is the titanium MagnaCut drop point folder. 3.25 inch long blade, MagnaCut steel, 62.5 HRC. Titanium scales with milled interlocking diamond pattern. Push button lock, fat carbon dark matter gold backspacer, deep groove jimping on the handle and blade, blackened titanium deep carry pocket clip. Serial number 1 of 1. So, all right. Let me get well, we'll just set that to the side there. And let me figure out, we'll cut that right there. Seems like a better time for my lives. Yeah, maybe so. But of course it is a vertical. Alright, y'all ready? And it may be. Just wait till after... Oh, man. Wait till after Maddie finishes up and, yeah, probably the verticals. Alright, let's go ahead and get this knife out. I didn't know about the fat carbon on the backspacer. Wow. I'm liking this one. I like the blade shape. There's some jimping here on the bottom that you can choke up a little bit. Jimping here on top. The raised backspacer here has jimping on it, so, and of course it matches the scales there. Very nice. Very cool. If you haven't checked out Vulcan, if one of you guys could throw up his Instagram, that would be really awesome. These are custom knives made in California, premium materials. This is MagnaCut, and this knife was $325. So if you're looking for, I mean, you can barely buy some of the higher end brand name knives for that, and you're talking about a custom knife with, you know, this is a hollow ground. Well, I'm not getting a good picture there. Sorry, guys. But very, very well done. Fishing $325 shipped. From a guy in California. He's actually got a lot of knives that he's built. Just, you know, scroll back through his Instagram, and if we were on, hey Waylon, thanks for being here, man, and hang in there. Appreciate you dropping by. Mind of Milton says, I hope you don't like it. Too late, Mr. Eddie? I think too late for that, mister. Yep, let Maddie get them primed up and then do a live afterwards. Level Up says, reminds me of my Freeman 451. And there's some talk about me passing it around in a support group. We'll talk about that, guys. All right, let's see. I'm looking back through the comments here. Looks like Mr. Eddie and TKE and Mind of Milton all got the Vulcan knives listed there. So yeah, check it out. If you haven't followed him, do so. He drops knives every week or so, and I think you have to, it's like got to be kind of watching for it. Jason, thanks for being here, man. Have a good night, and take care of them cows, man. Fishing with GDR, yeah, I totally understand. I try to do knives with different price points, everything from this knife I had out here a few minutes ago is like $30 on up. But absolutely understand that. Well, no, that actually wasn't what I said, Mr. Eddie. But good try. Good try. Thanks, Fishing with GDR. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool looking and decided to try to get that one. And thank you, TKE. It's still a work in progress, man. Dragoon. I'm not sure the question there, but if it was seriously, yes, seriously, 325. TKE, I don't know if folks will hang around for an hour. We'll hang out for a while though to just to see what happens. Absolutely, I'm okay with that. Hanging around for a little bit. If you guys are, when I notice it start dropping off dramatically, we can close it down. But right now, we'll stay in chat, especially if you guys have questions. He said the weight on this one's 4.1 ounces, and it feels good in hand. I like the shape. Where's the I put that one out just to show you a little bit too. And fishing this one here's like $60, I think, which is it's a Vosteed button lock. Actually, it's a top liner lock using a button. And you guys, calm down. TK may have listed it first, but you guys were all there. It's all good. Dragon, the support group is Mr. Eddie and TKE and Milton and Matisfaction and Carco. I could pull out some of the knives that Carco sent me to check out, and some of you guys may know. I'll slide that one on up a little bit. Some of you guys may know some of these knives. I surely didn't last night. It was a lot of fun trying to figure out what exactly I had. I knew what this one was, but only after a few of us were discussing it in the support group, and they told me that what it was. I wasn't familiar with it. And yes, that is a That is a button lock. There. Jim Bob, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. Mr. Eddie, you're so funny. This is a Sharp by Design Derecho. And that's one of their older production models. And that one's really cool. This is also one that Carco sent. And then, let's see. I'm getting bits and pieces of a 3D print that I was... Pieces that for a vise. And then this is it's a raven, and I can't remember the Chibirikov or something like that. I'm sorry, I probably butchered that one really bad. But I was playing with this. It's a vise. It's a 3D printed vise, but it also will hold a different camera or a phone mount that I have. And then there's my RD Blade Spectre, not Eddie's, that he keeps giving me a hard time about. So there's a few custom and higher end knives on the table now, and these appear probably some of the more affordable customs that you can get. But just if you decide to get something that's USA made, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be expensive. This is a USA made MagnaCut scales, MagnaCut blade. This is micarta scales, titanium clip. This one's actually made in Western North Carolina by American Blade Works, and it's an awesome company. They do really good work, and I think these run for about $200. So you don't have to. It doesn't have to be super expensive just to get knives that are American made and really good quality. All right, let's see. Dragoon, what Hank are you talking about? I may have missed something here. If that question wasn't directed toward me, I apologize. The two on the bottom, and I may have added some to it, so I'm not sure about that, Waylon. This one's made up from a custom maker in Kansas City. This one is from a Russian maker. Let's see. Chaburkov. Thanks, Eddie, for helping me out with that. Jim Bob says, what's your opinion on folding knives or pocket knives like Barlow, Swiss Army, Leatherman for daily use? I actually have a slip joint here. This one's made by American Blade Works, which is the same company, same husband and wife team that makes the Model 1 here. But to me, this is probably one of the cooler slip joints that you can get right now. Hologram MagnaCut blade, titanium scales, and these run for $150. If you can find them on his website. Usually when he does a drop, they're gone very quickly. But I do have some other folding knives, some older ones. I don't normally carry them. This one gets carried daily. It's usually always in the bottom of my right front pocket. Dragoon says, I'm about to go get me a second job flipping burgers. My wife has told me before that I need to find either get a raise or get me a second job, but not sure when I would do that. Hey, Dean. Dean's cracking the jokes in here. Thanks for being here, man. The table is worth more than Milton's car. I don't know. I have a feeling Milton drives a fairly nice car. Dean, most of these, a good portion of these are not mine. I won't say most of them. These here are actually on loan for me to take a look at and do some disassembly and cleaning videos of them, and just carry and review them. So, very fortunate to be able to do that. And others of these I've actually traded for, and the one on the bottom was actually a gift from a good friend. So, and for that matter, this one was actually a gift to me as well, sent by Vulcan Blade Works. Mind of Milton, a bicycle may be one of your vehicles, but I think I've seen pictures of the interior of your car, and I don't think it's I don't think it was a bicycle. Dragoon, yeah. I haven't heard of that, but that's very cool. And level on up, yeah. The American Blade Works Slippy, maybe he'll do something like that. But he does do frame locks, and liner locks, that are really cool as well, and kind of similar blade shape. The Model 2 actually comes with the similar scales, as is on the slip joint. I had one, and I think Mr. Eddie's got that one now, if I'm not mistaken. I did an anodization on it. He may have removed the anode now. I'm not sure. And yes, Waylon, that American Blade Works is probably the best value of in any Slippy that I've seen recently. I've seen some that are made elsewhere that are going twice that, and I'm glad I've got this one in my pocket. That's all I'm saying. All right, that's true. Milton, he may not have a vehicle right now. But I don't think his truck was damaged very much in that. Jim Bob, I've got I also I do ham radio as well. That's another hobby that I have, but I have a few pews. TK did not. He may drive a Colorado, but that's not how he ended up here. YouTube Music Portal, thanks for being here, man. Hopefully I didn't say anything too loudly to get on your speakerphone, or you've got it muted one. I owe you no knives right now, Mr. Eddie. It might have taken a couple of extra days to get them back to you, but they all arrived safely. And to be fair, you you were warned. Level on that says I sometimes collect Hot Wheels. My grandson collects Hot Wheels. I think he's got a new one every time I see him, and I see him pretty often. Good deal. All right. So, Mr. Eddie said that the date, I just happen to remember this, said the date was here on the of when this was made was here on the flipper, and I see it, but I can't read it. It says 2021 there, Mr. Eddie, just to let you know. TKE says, do not touch a pew in your life. He had an interesting experience with that a few weeks ago. And yes. Jim Bob says, I have too many hobbies for my age. And I did not say that, I did not say that Level On Up was a child. I have a few, I have a few Matchbox and Hot Wheel cars as well. I think my grandson got most of them though. I've got cars I had as a kid. So, but my daughter wasn't into cars very much, but the grand boy, he absolutely is. And I think, yeah, Level On Up. I think we're all at some level of being a child. Big E, thanks for being here, man. Thanks for dropping by. Matchbox, how old are you? Hush, Mr. Eddie. Older than you. Well, look, we've got this knife hobby where, arguably, this very inexpensive CJRB feldspar will cut most anything that we need to cut on a daily basis, and yet we end up getting knives like this, or getting a chance to look at knives like this, or this, or this, and that's what we do. And it's not like we have a lot of reason to have these other than we think they're cool. And the feldspar is a great knife. I mean, it's a very inexpensive knife, but it's a good knife. Jim Bob says, do you have any homemade knives? I do have a knife that Mr. Eddie actually made. I don't have it in here. It's on my desk in my office, and it's a really cool little knife. But if you're talking about, actually, these knives here are made by a guy in his garage, from what I understand, or his own person. It's just him. This knife here is made by a guy and his wife in a small shop up in North Carolina, Western North Carolina, up right above Asheville. Hey TK, thanks, man. Mr. Eddie says he's almost 37 and almost retired, and that's kind of true. But I think he's planning on getting him another job so he's not bored. But he's been in the service for about 20 years now, I think. Mr. Eddie says happy birthday, Milton, and that's a running joke because Milton's birthday's in March, I think. TK says, if y'all are new and like great knife content, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Thanks, Mr. Eddie. Thanks, TKE. Also, subscribe to TKE. TKE's got a lot more subs than I do. And he has a really good live on Saturday mornings. Actually, TKE, are you still planning on having me on Saturday morning? I don't know about daily verticals there, TK, but we'll see. Mr. Eddie says blessed knives are handmade as well. Then this is blessed knives. Um, Actually had he pinged me in Maddie's live earlier and said he heard that I had got a knife from Carco um, that I was checking out. So this is that was pretty cool. And apparently, I mean, this, as you can see, this is a left-hand knife. The clip's on the left-hand side of the blade. The frame lock is opposite of what we're used to with as right-hand blades. And apparently Donnie enjoyed making this knife. And I think he may have several knives that he's made for Carco that are left-handed. YouTube harassment will be my next job. You're quite accomplished in that, Mr. Eddie. So I think you'll have a good career at that. Ground Fog, thanks for being here, man. Almost missed it there. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out. I had heard of Blessed Knives and Donnie, but really hadn't had an opportunity to check out a knife. And um, even though this is a left-handed knife, I mean, I no problem manipulating it right-handed, left-handed. I can do okay. You know, I'm not left-handed, so takes a little bit of getting used to, but so far so good. But he mentioned that it's that actually works really well. I mean, the way he's done that knife, even though it's a left-handed knife. And apparently, I should have brought my water in here. I was not planning on being on for almost an hour. So, Dragoon, do you have any idea what he's bringing to Blade Show? And I assume you may be trying to get one from him. Oh boy, this should be interesting Saturday morning if you want to see a comedy of errors. Come visit TKE's live. Starts at 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central, and apparently I'm going to be a guest on it this Saturday. And there may be an odd appearance from a 4-year-old grandson as well, because I think he's supposed to be here mid-morning on Saturday. Yeah, hurry up, TK. Get those get those cookies coming so that we can get some more knives from Mr. Eddie. And then I'm not repeating some of the things that I'm hearing from you guys. Level on up. Where we live is a little rural, and we had LTE internet for several years until Starlink came along. I got Starlink, and then lo and behold, I've lived here for 20-something years, and Spectrum and AT&T both ran fiber down my road within a few weeks of each other late last year. And I switched over to AT&T fiber here right at the end of the year. So I can remember when DSL was the fast one too, but that's a long time ago. I think I was one of the early adopters of cable internet in the town that I was in, and then had DSL at a when I moved. But then I moved out here to the country and a more rural area, and had no internet for a long time. And again, more comments that I'm not going to repeat. Rody, thanks for being here, man. We're just hanging out, chatting for a few moments. I did an unboxing of this knife here a few minutes ago. Level on up. That's a good point, and apparently that is the bartering system here is cookies, but I think mainly it's certain cookies that that Mrs. TKE fixes. And Rhodey, he may be. He probably is a Girl Scout cookie fan. All right, Dragoon says, talking about Bless, he didn't divulge what he was bringing other than the new one and its opposite. Oh yeah, he will probably bring in some heat. I don't know that I would get that. I don't know that I would get that that expensive of a knife, though. I think these are fairly spendy. Although I'm not even sure. I haven't had a long enough to take a look at prices. Other than I did look this one up last night because I had no clue what it was. And I looked this one. This one's fairly. In fact, I saw that they had some of those on the Sharp by Design website, and that one runs for about $300, which is, I mean, that's pretty cool. But that tip is something else. All right, let's see. I still have the dial-up song stuck in my head. I can still remember the sound of dial-up connecting, and if it didn't connect, connecting again, and if it didn't connect, connecting again. You guys be nice to each other. All right. The button on the Vulcan. The button is good. The button is not, it's in a position to where gripping it's not really, it doesn't, you'd have to be holding it very awkwardly to, in my opinion, to be pressing on the button. Look at that. It's got a fat carbon backspacer. Plenty of jimping on here. A great opening hole. Action is good. There's the tiniest bit of lock stick. Just a little, yep, level on up probably hurt it. There's just the tiniest level, and I have a feeling that's probably going to work itself out. I mean, the only flicking that's happened on this knife would be the whatever he did after he made it, and what you've seen me do here tonight, which has not been much. Level on up. That's cool. I'm gonna have to look that one up, but I have seen some of Freeman's stuff, and he has pretty good design language as well. So I'm not. I wouldn't be disappointed in that. This. I think this one's probably going to be right front pocket tomorrow. This is This is really good. It's very comfortable in hand. I like the blade shape. The action is good. I mean, it doesn't feel like a doesn't feel like it's a a detent ball, but it's good enough to where it's very fidget friendly because it has enough resistance to where you build up the pressure and then it breaks. Yeah, this is sorry, Mr. Eddie. Don't think that one's going to be going anywhere, but I may get it sent to you after the new wears off a little bit. Bless, thanks for being here, man. You may have recognized that one here, and you probably can't hear me, so but thank you for pinging me earlier tonight. Bless is in the house, y'all. We were talking about Bless knives and this particular knife here, and the guy that made that knife is actually here, has dropped by the channel, so that's very cool. TK, thank you for putting that up, and Jim Bob, welcome back, man. Seems like your channel is doomed. Probably talking about my channel. Oh, I get it now. My channel's doomed because I'm not going to get knives in to do reviews on, right? You guys are crazy. This Jim Bob, no, not all of these aren't my knives. This one here is actually, or these three here are sent to me by Carco. The guy that makes this knife is actually here in the chat. If you see Blessed Knives, this is actually one of his creations here. And then this one is a Sharp by Design that Carco had as well. And this is I'm actually gonna have to write this one down. The name of it's a Raven, but it's a Cheburikov or something like that. Do I have more knives? Yeah, I've got a few more. I've got a few more knives behind me. This is actually this knife here is made in British Columbia, Canada. You've got knives here that are made from various and sundry places. I can kind of slide those in here. But yeah, I've got a few. Check out my Instagram. I have a lot on there, and it's Help with Gadgets on Instagram as well. And then my channel here, I have some of the knives that I have that I own, but a lot of the ones that I do are sent to me by other folks to take a look at. I'm lucky enough to have a good group of friends that help me out. Mr. Eddie's sent a lot in the last 6 or 8 months, I think. He likes to give me a hard time, but he's been really cool about sending some knives over to take a look at. But I have knives from like I said, from the from the $30 knife like this, which is a very good knife, by the way, for a budget knife, all the way up to very expensive knives. But my expensive knives, several of them were actually gifted to me. So I am way behind on chats here. Knives and Gear Insights, thanks for being here. Do appreciate it. Let's see. Chabirkov. Cool. Bless says he's bringing hopefully a couple of all three models at least. And I think so. This is the Newt. There's also a Alien and a Ridley. Maybe I think I'm messing that one up. I'm sure one of you guys will correct me on the Bless models. And yes, I will try to stop by. As of now, I plan to go to Blade Show Atlanta. And if you haven't heard of Blade Show Atlanta, that's the biggest knife show in the world. Held somewhere around the first couple of weeks of June, and it's 3 days of a lot of knives and a lot of walking. Jim Bob, I can't say that I have heard of that brand. Chaburkov. Maybe. Ripley. We're trying, Rhodey. We're trying to see if we can't have Cole make some out of sequence cookies. I didn't get the lemon bars. My wife apparently found them, and I didn't get to taste those, and I hear they're really good. So I've been trying to barter for those. Mr. Eddie wants coconut cookies. Apparently I did have those, and they were really good. Christmas is over, but we're still trying to get some cookies. Come on, Rhodey. Jim Bob, yeah, the kukri is the larger knife that's kind of a swept. It's got an angle to it. I'm probably not describing that correctly, but I have a somewhat of one over here in the or up here over the shelving here. Mattisfaction, thanks for being here. Maddie, where we're talking, I think I may have to switch my live date to Wednesday nights and wait till y'all stop and then crank up. I've got more. Of course, I'm vertical, but so I've got a few more. But anyhow, YouTube, TKE and Mr. Eddie are always going back and forth at each other. It's something else. Knives and Gear. This is the RD Blades Spectre. Rainy Day Blades out of Kansas City. And this is I think this is Spectre number number 2 or 3, I think. This one was actually a gift to me from a good friend of mine. And then I actually met Danny, the dude that is RD Blades at Blade Show, so that was pretty cool as well. Dr. Drew Dude, thanks for being here, man. Thanks for stopping by. Very cool. And for you guys that are late arriving, I did an unboxing of the of this particular Vulcan knives, and this is the card for it. Doesn't really have a name except it's the titanium MagnaCut drop point folder. But that's the card for that one, and then this is the card for the one up here. So it means I've got one of ones for both of the ones that I have. And this one is, as he said, this is a quirky looking knife, but it's a really well done crossbar lock. And the flipper is ginormous, but the flipper also turns into a finger guard there, or you can put your finger up there. But I found that it works well. But I think this one's probably going to be in pocket tomorrow. So this is the one I did the unboxing on, and then we've just we've continued to hang out for an hour and 8 minutes now, just chatting, watching TKE and Mr. Eddie go back and forth, and talking about cookies, and trading for knives, and all kinds of good stuff. And Jim Bob, that's cool that you've got a replica of that. That's pretty neat. And probably like most of us, we like just about anything sharp and shiny. Let's see here. YouTube Portal says you should talk to Bama Ninja about some cookie mix. Oh, that looks like maybe a cookie mix that I wouldn't be doing. But anyhow, Cole's Cookies and Pawn. Oh, me. Satisfaction, you did hear lemon bars. I did not get to try the lemon bars. My wife got the lemon bar, or the lemon bars that was in the box, and I didn't. So I'm trying to wrangle a trade. TKE says he wanted some more of these, so I got my son-in-law to make a couple more. Actually, a few more. I may have an extra one, but I haven't talked to TKE about pricing on that yet. Look up RD Blades on. I can't look on my phone right now. Mr. Eddie, do you have a link to RD Blades Instagram? Knives and Gear, yes, that is that's one of the largest flippers I've seen on a knife, and he built it as like a proof of concept. He was working on flippers and reverse flicking on a crossbar lock, and It looks crazy, but it works really well. But it is quite a finger guard and a ginormous flipper. All right, let's see. Hoback Summit. Yeah, that's a pretty cool looking knife. Milton, be careful driving, man. It's probably hard listening and riding a bicycle. Maddie, I still haven't got the neutron star done yet, and I think I'll send that on to you once I do. 20 lemon bars equals 2 knife stands. Oh man, that's all I need's a ton of sugar. Rody, you're talking about the Summit having a fire sale on DLT? All right. There's the link to RD Blades Instagram. I think there's a website as well, but I don't know if that's up and running right now. And the Summit, I think that's probably a pretty decent knife. Mr. Eddie, you gonna get out of the knife game? That's true. The K in MEK is knives. But then we won't get to see the creations that you make too, Mr. Eddie. So those custom knives that look really cool. Cole has a TikTok shop. Believe it or not, I have never had TikTok installed on my phone. I've had people send me links to, and I've seen some on using a browser, but I've never done that. All right, you guys, we've been doing this for almost an hour and 15 minutes now. And I think we're starting to, well, we're not really starting to move down terribly much. So I guess we'll stay. I know I can't say TikTok. I can't say a lot of things when I'm trying to do a video and talk at the same time. I have to pause and think about what I'm trying to say for a second. I'm not, I don't have the gift of gab like what's that TKE guy? Yeah, that's it. Help with TikTok. Yeah, that's right. I saw that for thousands of dollars for a phone with pre-installed TikTok, and I don't understand. I can't understand that. Thanks, TKE. I have a grown child and a grandson. Oh man, Mr. Eddie, thank you for stopping by, man. Have a good night. Manny, I've got a grown up daughter and a son in law, which we call them the kids, and then we got the grandboy, who is 4 years old, and he's a absolute mess. But he's around a good bit, and I do have a lot of knives, so I have to be careful. But I've trained him up from a young age not to touch the knife, and so far he's done a really good job. I mean, I'll even mess with him and try to hand him a knife, and he's like, "Nope." He's got he's got his own play knives. He's got one of these, and he's got some other play knives that I got him. And I've got a Spyderco one too that he and I need to build. I've had that one since about the time he was born, but I kind of put it back to, I think it might be more fragile. Laid off, Pete. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for stopping by. And somebody's trying to get me to say TikTok a bunch of times, and no, I don't think I am. Maddie. All right, let's see. Good night, Moon. Good night, Maddie. Oh, me. You guys are crazy. Now you're just being crazy, Maddie. Tick-tock clock off the dot with Spock. See, I can talk sometimes. Thanks, level on up. All right. Don't be taking the cookies to bed and get crumbs in the bed. All right, TK, I will try to do that. This is only I think I've only done maybe one vertical live before, and we'll see how that goes. And y'all are probably gonna laugh at me, but my stand that I use for holding the phone when I'm doing a live or when I'm doing videos is not made for doing it vertical, and I've got a rubber band holding it on to the mount here. So yeah, leveling up, I got confused with what somebody said and thought you were gone. So sorry about that. TKE, I hope it's some good numbers, but we'll see. We've had a good group of people in here, and I really appreciate that. Get a ring light, yeah. I normally my lighting is a little bit better, but I think one of the cameras is actually, if I move this, it'll probably. It's trying to fall off the side of this thing now, but I noticed I had a kind of dark spot there, and I've got plenty of flashlights, but I do need to work on my lighting and make it a little bit better. But this is not the way that I hadn't planned for this. So this is something else, and I need to figure out a way to do the verticals if I'm going to do those. Thanks, TK. But it feels like the phone's about to fall off this precarious perch of a mount that I've got going on here. You know, I just saw what you said, Mr. TK. Got it. Knives and Gear Insights. Yeah, I was actually using a wooden frame for a while, and that had a hole cut in it for the cameras, and I could turn it either way. But then I tried to get something that wouldn't be blocking the desks so much, and so I'm working on that. My son-in-law has a 3D printer, and he's printed me this arm here that I can actually put a phone in, and it's it actually, I probably could have it mounted either way, on the shelf in front of me, or and then the vise thing here will actually screw into the top there, so I can mount it wherever I want to. So I have a plan. It's just not totally. Yeah, wall mounts a idea too, and with it on the wall, it's actually all the way over here too. So that would work. That could work as well. I have options, but the lighting thing wouldn't be a bad idea either. Leveling up. I unsubbed, but it didn't change the number, so I resubbed. I have no clue. I was somewhere around 660 something earlier. I don't know if I got any new subs from this or not, but if I didn't, that's okay too. I appreciate you guys coming by. A great helmet mount. I will, TK. The likes are up there. I really appreciate that. I'm showing about 31 likes, I think. So, you guys rock. I appreciate it. I think Maddie sleeps in on Saturday mornings. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of, YouTube. I mean, I was thinking it was getting pretty close to that, so I was kind of hoping the number would jump over that, but hopefully I'll get a few more subs before and take it out of that. Legion Steel Knives, thanks for being here, and I'm not sure which one of the Legion Steel Knives personnel that we have on, but thank you for being here. We were just hanging out for a few moments. I did an unboxing of this knife here, and we have had a lot of fun here, just chatting and hanging out for a few minutes on a vertical that was not planned till a few minutes. Well, I had mentioned it earlier this afternoon if I should do it or not, and then a couple of guys said go ahead and do it. So we are hanging out and having some fun. Let's see. So it must be Marshall in here. I'm guessing. I think I missed a comment or something. Got a knife company in the house. We've got a knife maker in the house, or we did have. Blessed Knives was here, and then now we've got a knife maker in the house. If you haven't checked out Legion Steel, do so. So I've got Marshall and Marissa. Very cool. And TK has dropped a link to Legion Steel. Well, TK dropped the link to. There you go. Okay, sorry. I knew you meant to do Legion Steel. So if you haven't checked them out, please do so as well. And TK has had that knife on the channel that he's saying there at the bottom, and I can't say that either. TK, you're absolutely the best mod. At least the best. Oh, wait a minute, I've got a few on here. You're really good, TK. Thanks. You too, Maddie. And so we came on here to do an unboxing that was done probably an hour ago, but we're just hanging out, talking, chatting, watching TKE and Mr. Eddie go back and forth a little bit, and looking at knives and talking about knives and having a lot of fun. I think I was saying that I did this unboxing of the Vulcan knife that I got in today, and really pleased with that one. And then some of the knives that I carry on a regular basis. One of my prized possessions here, and then a couple 3 knives that I did an unboxing on last night from Carco, and he has graciously allowed me to do disassembly and cleaning videos on all these, so I get to take knives apart, which I really like to do, and see how they're made inside, and clean them up and put them back together and tune them and get them working. So this is actually a Bless knife. This is the Newt Bless Knives Newt here. Got a Sharp by Design Derecho here, and a Chibirikov Raven. This is a Russian-made knife here. Just a monster of a knife. 4.5-inch blade. Was it almost 10 inches overall, and like 4 ounces. It's nuts. Thanks, TK. I appreciate it. What's the sub count now, Legion? I can't see it right now. Let's see. Maybe I can. No, I can't. Not without. Oops, I done messed up big time. 676. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Thanks, Legion. I really appreciate that. And now I'm not stuck on that mid 660s number. Verticals, yeah, the verticals are pretty cool, TKE. I haven't done very many of those, but I may have to do a couple of more. Maybe some sharpening or be nice, TKE. Maybe some verticals every once in a while. This was kind of a not planned, and I had not planned on being on here an hour and a half, but that's fine. I've had a lot of fun chatting with you guys today. Dr. Judo must have known what TKE was saying. Quote the Raven. Now, so I actually was looking at some videos, and somebody was quoting the Raven poem on their review, and that may be what you're referring to as well, Maddie. But I thought that was quite interesting. See, TK's gift of gab, I guess. Yeah. Verticals on the Fire Stick via Smart Tube Rocks. I have not. I usually watch most of my YouTube on the computer. It's more comfortable for me, but I know a lot of folks do watch it on TV as well. Great Scott Mini. Scotty, thanks for hanging around, man. Do appreciate it. And I'll probably talk to you sometime tomorrow. Scotty's actually one of my co-workers that I work with a good bit. By the way, if you like miniature figures, he's actually does custom paint jobs on miniature figurines. Go check him out if you want some really cool figurines. He actually has done a few commissions for some folks that have very large collections. So he is really good. Check out Great Scott Minis on Instagram. And I don't have a link to him right now. I apologize for that. I don't know if my awesome mods have the opportunity to look up Scotty or not, but if they do, I appreciate it. Barbie Chambers, EDC Girl, thanks for being here. My biggest problem with watching YouTube lives is that I can't read the chat without cranking it up, doing the zooming in a little bit. But that's part of getting a little bit older now. And TKE's dropping some links in the chat. I appreciate it there, TKE, master moderator, as they say. Drew's waxing musical as well. Barbie Chambers, thanks for stopping by. We and TK got Great Scott Minis. Yeah, he does have a YouTube as well, I believe. I'd have to look, check later and make sure that is it. But we were doing we started out just doing an unboxing, and then we've just been hanging out and chatting for a while. I got this in from Vulcan Knives today. Actually came in a day early, which is a little surprising. And so this is just noticing the milling on the button, and hit the camera stand just like the professional that I am. But so we did the unboxing on this one, which is a really cool knife. If you haven't checked out Vulcan Knives, he's a custom maker out of California. Uses premium materials. In this case, this case and this one, that knife there as well. Both of them are Magna Cut with titanium scales. And this one here was $325. So very good deal. He's got some really cool designs, and some of them are more as he called this one. This one's a little quirky. It's a little different, but he also incorporated the finger guard that he has on some of his custom fixed blades that he makes. And he's trying out some things and made this knife. So it's different, but it's pretty cool too. But this one here, I think that one's probably going to be in the pocket tomorrow morning. And I did not plan on being in here for this long, and I left my water bottle in yonder, and I've been talking for an hour. So no, I've been talking for an hour and a half. You guys are awesome. Barbie Chambers says, I'm trying to get to 300. Love to have a giveaway with some awesome goodies. So please go over there and subscribe if you haven't done so. I do believe I'm subscribed. And TKE has been nice enough to drop Barbie's link in there. I don't have the gift of gab. I am my throat's dry and I'm struggling here. And I think it's about time to. It's after 11 here. I think it's about time to shut it down. And I'm actually using TK. I'm using a tablet with the with my other account to watch the chat, so that I'm trying not to miss anything, but I'm pretty sure I've missed some things along the way. Oh me. All right, you guys. Really appreciate y'all. I think I'm going to go ahead and shut it down and go get a piece of pecan pie that is in the refrigerator and get my get my water. And TK, if it was the other way around, I'll take a screenshot. I will take a screenshot. You guys, I really appreciate y'all. This has been pretty awesome. Had a lot of folks in here. Had a lot of fun tonight, just hanging out and chatting. Thinking about maybe switching to Wednesday nights. Tuesday nights seem to have got a bit full, and so we may move it. We may try it on Wednesday night. We'll see. I appreciate y'all. Thanks so much. Appreciate the knife community and everyone that supports one another. Hope y'all have a wonderful night, and hope to see y'all again soon. Thank y'all. Appreciate you.